What's up, everybody? I wanted to do a quick little video, give a little update on my place and kind of talk a little bit about since I was living in province and now I'm living in a subdivision. I kind of want to give my little bit of experience of the last couple of weeks here, kind of comparing the two. If you don't know about a province, province is kind of like, it's not really like, it's kind of comparable in the United States to like country living, but it's more like just not living in like the main city, not like a subdivision where I live, so kind of compare the two. And if you haven't seen my videos on my situation, I moved out of my place about 2 weeks ago, so I got my own place here. And you can check out those other two videos. I've got a couple videos prior to these, one with me showing my new 3-bedroom apartment or 3-bedroom house, and then one about my situation or whatever. I'll put those, I'll link those up here if you guys want to check those out, kind of a backstory of what's going on. So we'll start off talking a little bit about my experience last couple of weeks living in a subdivision. I lived here for like 8 months, and most of the time was spent in a province lifestyle, living on a compound. So now that I live in a subdivision, it's definitely different. Living by myself, walking around, doing things is definitely different as well. I'm gonna have to try to learn the language. I'm trying to slowly but surely, but it's hard. I know a little bit of Spanish, but that's about as far as I go. So my place is going pretty good. It is really loud. I mean, you're going to be in, it is small quarters. Like the houses are pretty close to each other. So it's kind of expected. Man, my neighbors though, neighbors are pretty, they're pretty loud. Majority of people are pretty quiet, but the people that live next door to me, man, they're pretty active. And I'll show you guys too, the windows here, there's not very good insulated. You can tell things were done here. They're done a little bit more on a budget, and I don't know if it's just harder to get things here in the Philippines or whatever. I don't know, but like the windows, you hear everything through the windows. And then you can look at my door. I'll show you my door here. The door here has like a huge crack in it. So like bugs get in. I saw a lizard crawl in the other day. I bought some sealant, like the little rubber gaps and stuff like that, because if you open it up, there is no small little things. There's like no rubber right here, nothing like that. So when you close it, it's just got a big gap right there. And then on the windows, I mean, they're like, the windows, I don't really know. They look like they're double pane, single pane. I don't really know much about it, but these ones are okay. The ones in the bedroom though are really, really bad. You can just hear everything through it. So you hear everything from the neighbors. And I'll show you what I did in the bedroom too. So I bought this stuff for your windows, and you just spray some soap on it, and it's just like film. So it's just blackout film, and you take pieces of it off, and then you put it on your window with like some soap or something like that, and it blacks it out. And then I actually added some insulation as well. Let me show you here. So this is just, temporary for now, but I got the blackout film, and then I added a bunch of this temporary, just like kind of like insulation foam. It's really, really cheap. So there's like 3 or 4 layers here. And it has helped tremendously, because you can just shake the windows and you can hear that gap in there. In the middle of the night, I hear the roosters, I hear all the kids playing, every car driving by, things like that. So I haven't been able to get very, very much sleep at all. So that's just one of the little things that I've had to adjust to, and I'll do a better job, like better insulation or something like that down the road. But for now, it works. So yeah, having to adjust to it being pretty noisy. It is a subdivision, it's kind of expected. I didn't think they would have roosters in a subdivision, but they have roosters, and 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning is pretty bad. They're just nonstop roosters. And that's pretty much everywhere you go from what I've understood in the Philippines. But one thing I haven't really had to deal with is the karaoke. But on the other hand, I have the neighbors who are up pretty late and they're outside constantly. It doesn't happen very much, just like every third night or something like that. You can hear them outside pretty loud. So that's something I've had to get used to, but I just like stick some earplugs in my ears. And the blackout and adding that foam helps a little bit. But last night I put a fan on pretty loud, and I didn't need to have earplugs with the new insulation, so that one helped out a little bit. Another thing I had to adjust here is I'm living alone, and I'm sure people have been here for years, a long time, lived by themselves and things like that. As a foreigner, I've only been here, 8 months or something like that. So I'm a little bit more cautious. I'm just that kind of person anyways. I like to be cautious and be aware of my surroundings and try to prevent things from happening. I'm not much of a worrywart, but I like to be preventative. So I bought a bunch of things. I'm going to be putting locks on the windows, little sensors on the windows. I have cameras outside. I have cameras inside. It's kind of cool. So I'll show you here. I've got this little camera. I'm going to show you. I've got this camera set up here, and I can sit at my desk and just watch live feeds of the front porch. And I've got two of them. I've got one wired, and I've got one that's battery powered. So if the power goes out, the other one does it. But the one that's wired is kind of cool because it patrols. And I have a blink out here, and so I have a blink, and I have one of their local, it's like a V380 or something like that. So the blink camera, the subscription actually works out here in the cloud and everything, but that's not you can't like consistently stream it like a like CCTV. But the other one, the V3, I think it's a V380. That one you can continuously stream, which I like. So I have both of them, and it's good in case one goes down or something like that. So it makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. I got little iPads everywhere, so I can just kind of, continue to view the footage of my front door and things like that. And I've got a doorbell I'm going to put up, and a bunch of other things I'm going to do to just kind of like protect myself. It's not that I'm scared. It's not that, I just like to be preventative just in case, living alone, and I'm in a country which I'm still trying to learn. Some of the things are pretty normal, living just like in a subdivision, like in a city, like garbage. They come and pick the garbage up every couple of days. So that's been pretty good. It's included in the HOA fees. It's like $10 a month, a little under $10 a month what you pay for. And, they pick the garbage up consistently. So I have never had to worry about that. Decent water. I'll show you the bathroom in a second. Really good water flow. And then the internet, I have 100 megabyte speed. And I haven't wired it yet to my computer. I'm just going off Wi-Fi. So I haven't been able to get the exact numbers, but, 100 download, and then the upload is pushing about 20 or 30 on Wi-Fi, which is pretty decent or whatever. I may get a second one. I'm not really positive, but the internet has been decent. I've been here, I can't remember how many days I've been here. I've been here a little under 2 weeks, and I haven't had any brownouts. I have had the internet go out for about an hour or two. That was about it. So I may have to get a secondary internet, and I paid 999 pesos. So it's a little under 20 bucks. It's like 18, 19 bucks, something like that. And I haven't really needed to, I don't think I really need to go any much higher than that. Once I get the computer hardwired, then, I can tell if I need to adjust the speed or whatever, but I might just get a second one if I can continue that. And then also another thing I did was I was talking about the water pressure. Water pressure here is great. When I moved in, I didn't have, I'll show you guys here. When I moved in, I didn't have hot water heater. So one of the things I did have installed is I had a water heater installed. This is kind of temporary. The water heater is installed, but the pipe fixing that's something that's going to be just kind of short term. So you can see the shower head and the line and stuff like that. That's just temporary for now. I ordered a whole nother set for that, but the water heater was installed, and there is a breaker installed. It's kind of funny because they just literally just attach it to, they ran it through the light bulb and then ran it through there to a breaker. It was about 20 bucks for labor. And then I think it was 30 bucks, a little under $30 for the parts. So the breaker, the electrical wiring, and then the plastic pieces here that run up there. So not bad for like that. So it's a little under 50 bucks to have a heater put in, installed. The heater I did get from somebody else, so I'll have to buy a new heater, and then which is about little under 30 bucks for a heater. And then the new shower head fixture I'm getting is about 30 bucks. I'll update you guys on that when that comes in. But it's kind of funny though too. It's kind of funny too. I installed the shower head, but this fixture here doesn't work correctly. It's like, it's supposed to split it and have water go one way and another way. It doesn't control it very well. So for temporary, I installed the bidet, which actually I love because you can wash your walls and everything with the bidet. So I can shower and then just scrub everything down because I like to have a clean shower. So it's really good water pressure and it sprays really, really good. So I love that. So I just had to buy the normal things that you would buy, move it into a new place because this place was semi-furnished. So it was pretty good with a lot of, I had the couch, I had the TV, had a lot of the furniture, the storage, I had the washer, the stove, things like that. So I've had to buy small things, but I bought a lot of things online because you can get them way, way, way cheaper online versus going to the store. One thing that I didn't really know too much about here was the electricity. I've been researching a lot about that, and you get a lot of, they call them brownouts. That's just when the power goes out and then it comes back on. Sometimes it's scheduled, sometimes it's not. So you have to buy things like surge protectors that control the voltage for when the power goes out, it comes back on, it can send a high surge of electricity. Usually in the States, we have a lot of circuit breakers on our house that work really good. Some of them here aren't very good. They do have some here that are installed. They have like a regular circuit breaker here. And then they have some over here that are run to some of the outlets. So you can see up here, they have a couple, but I don't know how everything is really ran. So when the power gets turned back on, it sends that surge. So you really need to protect some of your appliances. You can see here, I have this surge protector was already here. This brand is really popular. It's called Panther, and it's just a surge protector. And then I also have here, let me switch it here. So you have the Panther surge protector, which is just like in the United States. And then plugged into it, I have this other little piece here. It's just another voltage protector that costs about $5 online. I buy it from Lazada. And this right here, it actually, it has a timer delay. So if the power goes out and it comes back on, it will not send power to the devices for 180 seconds. And it's supposed to control under and over voltage. So if the voltage here is about 220, so if it goes like, you can set it yourself. So if it goes below 200 or over 240 or something like that, it'll cut off and it'll have that delay on it. Don't really know how well they work, but they're $5 a piece. So I was like, why not get them? I actually got some ones that I feel that might be better. I've been doing some research on that. And then I'm gonna get some, they also have for large appliances, like this is stuff you will get for like a TV, small appliances, things like that. From my understanding, you just want to get those for small things like TVs, anything that just can't take that much voltage. And then you get another thing called an AVR, and that's like a bigger power conditioner that you would get for like your freezers, your fridge, large appliances, maybe like I don't know, mainly for things that have like my freezer that has but it has an inverter on it. So like this one has an inverter, and you can see here that you have, I don't know if I can see it or not, but it's this shows it's called an AVR, automatic voltage reader. So you get these devices, and these will help you from like your washer, dryer, anything with like an inverter on it. So I lived here like 8 months before this, and I was doing a lot of things trying to spend wisely. Sometimes you splurge, sometimes you don't. So this time I was like, you know what? Just for a little bit, I want to splurge. I want to run the AC a little bit more. I actually went shopping. I'm trying to eat more locally and eat like the locals and on a budget, but I was like 8 months of, I love the food here, but I just miss home a little bit. So I went out and I splurged a little bit. I went to SNR, and that's their kind of like their Costco. You guys, I did a video on that if you guys want to check it out as well. I gave a really in-depth it's like almost like a half hour, an hour long of walking through S&R to see everything they have. If you guys want American food and stuff like that, you go to like S&R. There's another place, I forget the name of it. If I can remember, I'll put it up there. But I went and I got some food, and I'll show you. Normally, I don't really do this too much. Normally, I'll just get my hash browns and my sausage and a couple small things. But I gotta have my banquet sausages and then my regular hash browns. And then I got like some things that are hard to get over here that you get in like S&R, or like you get bagels. And then probably gonna be pretty loud, but another thing kind of splurged on, you're gonna be paying the price for it, but you know, just like burritos. El Monterey burritos here, you know, pretty pricey if you eat them on a regular. And then, of course, I get my hash browns, and then I get like a big old package of hamburgers, just pre-made hamburgers. And that thing was like 40 bucks. Let's see, how big is it? So 6 pounds of burger. So this is a really good burger. I had some, and it was like 40 bucks for this thing, but it should last me a while. Yeah, so living in the subdivision, I'm enjoying it so far. I feel pretty safe. I am in Mindanao, so a lot of people, they comment a lot about, you know, be safe living in Mindanao, be aware of your surroundings, which I am, you know, but I feel pretty safe here. I love living in a subdivision where you have to have a sticker to get in. That makes me feel a little bit more safe. I do kind of wish I was a little bit more in the downtown area, but then again, I don't want to deal with that traffic and all that stuff. And you can also order a lot of things here, just like you can in the States. They have a thing called Grab and Food Panda. So it's just like Uber and Lyft and those other services. So I can order a pizza. I can have someone deliver McDonald's. So the neighbor's truck is super loud and you hear everything. That's one of the downfalls. But yeah, so you can order things here. You can have someone go to a grocery store for you and get food. And living in the subdivision is a little bit easier to get Grab and things like that, or to even get a taxi. Before, it was a little bit harder to get a taxi, but so it's a little bit, that's one of the benefits of living here. I've only had to take a taxi one time. I took a taxi to S&R, which is like a half hour away on a motorcycle or a car. So I wanted to be able to have two big, huge bags, because I have a motorcycle, so I can't really throw a lot of things on my motorcycle. I can get one decent bag. I'm still trying to learn how to do that, but I want to get one of those top boxes to put on the back of my motorcycle. But it was easier just to make a big trip and throw it in the back of the taxi. Plus, I also bought a microwave too. I'll show you guys that too. So I bought a microwave, super small, but I don't remember how much it was. I'll add how much it was. I'll look it up. It was like 30 bucks, I think, something like that. But it was a very small microwave. But that's why another reason why I had to get a taxi and go down to S&R. And I just, you know, I didn't really want to fight too much with the traffic by myself, because it was a Saturday, but still, yeah. So I'm about to run out to the store, do a quick little run, get some small things, take you guys with me. I gotta get a couple small things, like some cheap plates or something like that. I ordered a bunch of things online, but it takes 2-3 weeks to get here. A lot of times you order things and it takes forever to get here. So I just want to go to the store and buy a couple of small things. You can order online on like Amazon, which is funny because sometimes Amazon can get here faster than something like Shopee or Lazada. I also figured out recently that they have different locations, like warehouses that they ship from. Like one of the closest warehouses that they ship from is actually in Singapore. So a lot of, when you order something from Amazon, you won't even know it's coming from Singapore. So the thing with Amazon too, if you order on Amazon, from my understanding, when you go onto Amazon and you just change it to your address, like I have my address logged in there, and then you just change it to the delivery to address. And then it will tell you what's available to go to you. They don't really ship cameras, which I really hate. They don't, I wish I could buy more Bleak cameras. They don't ship like batteries, a lot of things like that. And you just put things in your cart, and you want to have like a minimum of $50 because then you can get free shipping typically on most things. And then you want to keep it under $200. It's around $180 to $200 to avoid the import fees and the shipping fees. So between 50 to 200 bucks, something like that. And it comes pretty fast in like a week or two, about as fast as everything else does. And it's just a different service that delivers it. Here you get the service we use. Most of the time when someone delivers something, it's this company called Lex, L-E-X. And then when I order something from Amazon, it comes from Ninja Van. And they're really good about delivering it, and they're really good about updating you. They'll come and they'll just stand outside your gate and just yell hi, like ayo, or if you have your phone number in there, they'll call you and say, hey, I'm outside your house, or we're on our way to deliver to you guys. So hope that helps out a little bit there. I'm gonna run out to the store, bring you guys with me, get a couple things, just random things I need around the house that I can't survive with for the next 2 weeks. All right, in the store here, don't know how much I can record here being in the mall. Also, they got Christmas music playing right now, so hopefully that isn't getting copyrighted. But just ran to the little mall here. It's like a little mini mall, just a little like the department store. Just wanted to get a couple little small things while I'm waiting for the other things to come in. So I got some like little cheapy little coffee mugs, like 45 pesos, so a little bit under $1. And then just a couple little, this is all just to hold me over till my orders get in from online. And then like a couple little glasses. This is 70 pesos. So you get these way cheaper online. 70 pesos for just a cup like this. 70 pesos, it's like, I don't know, $1.50, something like that. And then just a couple little cheapy little plates I can throw in the microwave. 145 pesos. I know it's kind of a waste of money, but I don't want to wait 2 weeks for plates and use paper plates. 145 pesos for just a little small, not a small plate, but a plate, so what is that? Dang, yeah, 145, so under $3, so like $2.50, $2.75 for a little plate. It's crazy. Just a couple little small things. I'll show you what I got so far, but yeah, just a couple little small things. The cups, the plates, things I showed you, and then I bought I bought a little extension cord for like $2 or something like that, so I can hook up my water. So yeah, nothing special. Now I'm about to run down, grab some food at the store. It's kind of funny. Let me switch the camera around. All the power just completely went out at the mall. Music was playing. It was just completely black. I didn't have my camera out, but power just completely went out. I can't really tell, but brownout in the mall. That is funny. It only lasts like 10 seconds. I'm guessing they have a generator, but it sounds like everything's back on. That was pretty funny. So I gotta find like a spatula or something like that. All right, so I didn't film too much while I was there. I just wanted to kind of try to run in, run out, and there was a ton of people there. Sometimes I try not to film too much when there's a lot of people because I don't really know where you can and can't film sometimes. But it was pretty funny. I was riding the elevator going from the department store to the food store, and we had another brownout, so I was on the escalator. So it was only lasted a couple seconds, but and then their generator kicks in or whatever, but I was on it's pretty funny on the escalator, and it goes out. Yeah, so I just went and got some random things that I needed and a little bit of food. Nothing huge, I just got some like plastic spoons until I get my spoons in the from online. And I had to get some like butter, small little things. I got these things, little probiotics, cultured milk. I drink these pretty much on a regular, just like one a day, just to kind of help your gut bacteria. It's really good to get. Oh yeah, I just got a little cheapy little extension cable. The stuff you get online, way cheaper, but it was like a little under $3 for just 5 meters, so it's like 15-foot cable, so I can plug in my water heater here. So I don't have a water kettle yet, so I have a little water jug, a little 5-gallon water jug with a little water dispenser, and also has hot water. So I just wanted to plug that in for now. So like $2-3 for that, and then just the normal stuff: butter, shampoo, cheese. You get a lot of things in these little travel pouches. You can get like a little thing of oil. You can get it at the local little sorry stores and things like that, probably way cheaper. But this was like a little under $1 for a little bag of just vegetable oil. I don't know how big it is. It doesn't say. But yeah, this is a cheapy little bag of oil. And then just this standard thing. So yeah, so that was just a quick little run to the store, and I want to give you guys a quick little video, my opinion. In the last couple of weeks I've been here, give you an update and kind of give you my opinion on living in subdivision versus living in like country style. It's not really country style because it's only like 5 minutes from here, but it's like a compound living outside of a subdivision. So they call it the province. So right here, I think is a good blend. It's not complete city living, but it's, you know, it's a 5-minute drive from the smaller uptown area, which is like a downtown, but it's not as busy as like the downtown would be. That's like 25 minutes or something like that on a motorcycle to go to downtown, so the big city. And again, I'm in northern Mindanao, so I'm not in big cities like Manila, Cebu, you know, Davao, places like that. Well, it's probably comparable to Davao, but I'm not in a big city like Manila. So it's going to be completely different living here even in downtown CDO versus Manila, completely different. It's just a smaller downtown. It's like comparing like LA to like a smaller place in Oregon or something like that. Maybe not Portland, because Portland's pretty big, but yeah, I'm rambling. So thanks guys for watching this video. Again, hopefully I didn't ramble too much like I just did now, but stay tuned for some other videos. I'll put some other ones out. I want to kind of do the daily, like what I'm doing, and then do like these kind of videos where I'm doing like how much it costs to live here, how much are my bills monthly, how do I do, you know, the banking, how do I do going and getting my visa, things like that. And then I'll do other random videos as well. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Tell me your stories. Drop a comment, say hi, and of course, like, subscribe. And of course, guys, I appreciate every one of you guys. Thank you very much for watching.